How do you describe yourself, if you have to describe yourself?
I would describe myself as a normal average boy who has nice parents, and he is just I like involving myself in a lot of things, and I like doing things myself.
What do you like to do?
I would like to play on the piano a lot. I would like to maybe play on the electro piano, play around with it, and then maybe compose something for myself, and then have a lot of fun, because it's a very nice life to be in Malta.
Dmitry, you have won the Eurovision Young Musicians. You represented the Eurovision Young Musicians this year in Cologne, last year in Cologne. And what were your feelings when you were playing, representing Malta? How did you feel?
I felt that finally, like after all these years, I get to do something that I always wanted, to have the honor to represent my country, the country I always used to live in, I loved, and I always used to charm. And now, when I represented Malta, it felt like I was doing something that I never could have imagined back then.
Do you like Malta?
No. Of course, I can say that it's my hometown, and that home country, and that I have a lot of friends, and I feel like I'm a Maltese.
You played in a lot of places apart from Malta. Mention some of the places where you played.
First of all, I played in the Eurovision in Cologne. I played in Armenia. I played in France. I played in many places. I just can't remember. In Italy, Spain, and
America?
In America, I had a nice time there, and in Moscow.
Are you afraid before you go on stage?
It matters where I am. Like, when I'm in Malta, I feel myself like home, so I never get nervous, because it feels like it's just a little concert I'm going to just play. And now it's just about all the surroundings. What the concert is. If it's a big concert, then I'll be a bit more nervous. And then sometimes before the concert, I never get nervous. But once I come on the stage, then I get nervous. That's the worst.
What if Dmitry forgets some piece of music while he's playing, or commits a mistake? What would he do?
He would just somehow figure out a way to redo that, or continue in another place, so no one knows.
What do you think makes you, the best thing that makes you happy? What makes you so happy?
First of all, the best thing is my piano, and second of all, my best thing is my family, my very nice brother, my very nice parents. They always are near me, they always come with me, and they always loved me. And now that's the result of their very good parenting. And I also like my piano teacher. She always used to come with me too.
If you had to change something in Dmitry, what would you change?
Nothing. I don't want to change anything. This is the whole point of living life, how it's supposed to be. Like, maybe I would change some embarrassing moments, but I don't want to, because then it would ruin all of the point of living life.
Did you have embarrassing moments?
I had a lot of them. I don't want to talk about them.
Just one?
I can't even remember. That was like the embarrassing moment when I somehow used the weights, 1 kilo weights, and I almost broke my finger. That was all. embarrassing.
Is friendship important to you, Dmitry?
Friendship is almost the number one thing, because now if you have a lot of friends, you have a lot of contacts to then maybe when they get older they will get successful, and then we would have a lot of we'll be in touch, and we would invite each other over and then continue on. That's the most important thing, because now friendship is like my number two place, not the toilet, but the number two most important place, and it's very good to have friends.
What is Dmitry's favorite plate?
My most favorite dish is probably, this is a hard question. I like everything. I like food. I'm a picky eater, but I just don't like eating fish or something like that. I can, but I don't really enjoy it. But
Your favorite color?
my favorite color? My favorite color of food?
No, color. Color. Blue, red, orange, white.
My favorite color is red, because I really like how it stands out. How you see red and you immediately look at it, not all the other colors. And it's a famous color.
In the Eurovision of last year, you were the youngest participant, but you were also the youngest ever participant in the Eurovision of Young Musicians. Didn't you feel a bit intimidated by that?
I had to keep myself. I had to really understand myself and not go too far, not go too back. And I really had to continue up with everything else. It was a good idea to talk with everybody, and it was just, yeah, of course, it wasn't the best when I was the only 11-year-old, and that it was quite. Some of them were humongous. They were like, I don't know how many feet tall, but they were really long. And that I felt like I was a little midget.
What advice would you give to a boy or a girl your age who maybe think of, maybe I should follow Dmitry's footsteps and become a pianist like him? What advice would you give them?
Never think that you would become successful, and never think that you are very big, and because of that you'll graduate, you'll go through piano, and you'll do it calmly. And second of all, because it's very important to be careful, not hit yourself or anything. And second of all, it's very important to be just very, very nice person. If you'll be a nice person, you'll get in contact with a lot of people to then have a lot of fun doing piano too.
Dmitry, your biggest wish or dream, what would that be?
My biggest dream, I don't really have any. I would gladly also, when I grow up, to have a very nice family, and to have a lot of love, and to have a lot of friendship. That's my biggest wish.
And what would Dmitry do if he had to be born again? Would he do the same things that he has done?
Well, can I live my life through, or do I start all over again?
If you had to start all over again, would you choose to be a pianist?
No, because doing a pianist requires a lot of, it requires a lot of luck how you go with your life. How I went with my life, it's very important, because my steps and everything I did was all miracle, because it's all exactly under my piano. And now I don't know. I don't want to do it again because I'm pretty sure I won't get so successful. And because I start all over again, I have a completely different, I think completely differently. And to start it all over again, it's going to be a bit weird. And then second, well, I would like to be probably, I would maybe like to follow my father's steps like he did and told me when I was a little kid. And I would try to maybe become an engineer or just a very smart mathematician.
One final thing. You have the Maltese people seeing you now. They saw you during the Eurovision of Young Musicians and they were proud of you. One last word to the Maltese public. What would you tell them?
Let me think. Just be a nice person and be very happy with your life. Everybody has a life and everybody counts a life, and we're all like the same. Like we are all people, and that's the best thing. If anybody treats you not well, you would have the right to feel bad, and it's just be happy.